What's up, YouTube fam? Welcome to the Jonathan Dearman Show, the least political show on YouTube. And obviously a huge week, guys. Trump has been inaugurated officially and is our official 47th president of the United States. He was also our 45th president. Talk about probably the greatest political comeback in history. Joe Biden, our 46th president, has just left the office and is no longer our president. And there's a lot of rhetoric going around this week about Trump's presidency, the future hopes for his presidency, and Joe Biden's presidency, what was good or bad there. And I wanted to do something a little bit different. I actually wanted to make a video as Joe Biden leaves office, talking about 5 things that I respect about Joe Biden. Now, hear me out. There are a lot of things I could say that I do not respect about his presidency and the way he runs things. I'm not a Joe Biden supporter. I never have been. I'm not a fan of his presidency. And there are more things that I could say that I dislike than that I like. However, I'm doing this on principle because I actually think that we culturally have an issue where we categorize people in one of 2 categories. There's no nuance to the conversation. They either end up in pure evil or pure good in our minds. And once they end up there, it's hard for us to acknowledge the other side. Meaning, for those people that have Trump in the pure evil category in their mind, you can't get them to say anything good about Trump, right? He could be out feeding hungry homeless toddlers out there and they would say, well, the only reason he's doing it is for attention, right? That there's nothing he can do that can be good in their sight. I think that's a problem. And on the other side, for those that put him in the pure good category, that even when he does wrong decisions, there's deep down a good motive in there. You don't have people that are 100% evil or 100% good. They're not God and they're not the devil. They're not either one. They're human beings. And so, like I said, there are many things I could say that I don't like about Joe Biden's presidency. And yet, here we go. I'm going to name 5 things that I respect about him on his way out. Number 1, and this is the biggest one for me, resilience. Okay. I don't know if you know much of Joe Biden's story, but back in, I'm looking at the year 1972, Joe Biden's family was in a tragic car accident and he lost his wife and his 1-year-old daughter. They both died, and his sons, Bo and Hunter, were both injured but managed to survive. That is something that could destroy a person. I mean, no matter what track you're on, no matter what aspirations you have in life, when you get rocked to your core like that with such a sudden tragedy, like losing your wife and your daughter in a car accident in a moment, that would break many people. And it didn't break him. He kept going. He was resilient about it. And that's something that I think is inspiring and respectable. And then fast forward, not only did he lose his wife and daughter back in 1972, but his son, Bo, at I believe 47 years of age, died from brain cancer. And he persevered past that. He persevered through that. For a parent, and I'm a parent, I can't even imagine this, but for a parent to lose not just one child, but multiple children at different times in your life that you have to attend their funeral, the devastation of that. I mean, I can't think of a greater pain that someone can endure than to lose their children. No parent wants to have to attend something like that and deal with something like that. And so he's resilient, and I respect that about him because other people may not have made it through on the other side, and yet he not only made it through, he became the president. I would say that's making it through pretty strongly. That's respectable to me. The second thing is that I think he's a good family guy. I think he really loves his wife. I think he really loves his children, grandchildren. I think he really cares about them. And I don't know that. In fact, I have no real idea of that. He could be really hateful in his home, but I don't get that impression. There are many men in this country that totally neglect their responsibilities to their families and do not tend to them. And I think Joe Biden does. And I think that's respectable. The third thing, I think he's a good sport. After losing the presidency here to Donald Trump, that's humbling. Actually, let me rephrase. He lost it to his own Democratic Party and the kind of almost coup that happened against him because of the mental state that was revealed that he was in at the debate, which was pretty severe. Through all of this, I'm watching as he's being relatively a good sport about it. He even watched this clip when Trump showed up. He said, "Welcome home" to him. And there's just been moments where I've thought, man, he's handling it classy. I mean, it's not easy to take a loss like that, but he is, and he's taking it on the chin, and he's handling it with some class, not being a poor sport about it and a sore loser. And I respect that, and that's worth acknowledging. Number 4 is endurance. He's been a senator, I think, or been in politics since he was in his late 20s. He's now in his 80s. Politics are brutal. Oh my gosh. They not only come after you constantly about the decisions you make, but they demonize your character. I think that's probably the hardest thing. So it's not just, here was a decision that was bad and I disagree with it. It's, they wanted this bad outcome because they actually hate people. They actually don't care about people. They want their fellow Americans hurt or whatever. And that's difficult. I mean, that's impressive to last 5 or 6 decades in that world. You have to have some endurance. And then the last one, number 5, and this is in no way is this me reaching for a 5th thing, and because I couldn't actually think of one, but it's his whispers, which put a chill down my spine in a way that's hard to express. It's like I hate it, but at the same time, I love it. I don't know. You listen and you'll understand what I'm saying.
I got them $1.9 trillion relief so far. Me. No one's saying that. No poll says that.
See, no one whispers in a way that makes me want to check my closet for a clown more than Joe Biden. There's something about the way that he whispers that just gets me every time. I've been listening to it just on repeat the last couple months as I've been going to sleep. And I don't know, it just gives me a feeling that I can't get away from. So even though he's gone, his whispers, may they live forever. All right, those are 5 things that I respect about Joe Biden. Again, I could have made a video of 15 things or 20 things or 30 things that I don't like about his presidency or how he's operated, and yet I didn't. Tell me what you guys think. Do you agree with these 5 things? Do you agree with the philosophy of not treating people like all good or evil? Or do you think that I should have made a video trashing all the things that he did wrong in his presidency? I would love to know your guys' thoughts. Moving forward, here's what you can expect from this channel as we enter a new phase of American politics with Trump being in the presidency for the next 4 years. You can expect that I will treat him like neither the savior nor the devil. I will be fair to him when he does something that I believe is right and that I agree with. I will state that fairly, honestly, and clearly. And when he does something that I believe is wrong or not the right way to go, I will state that as well. Even if I may be wrong, my perspectives are not always spot on, but I try my best. I will be fair. And that's what you can expect coming out of this channel in the future. So thanks to all of you that have tuned in. If you stuck around this long in the video, you're a real one. Thanks for hanging out. And if you're not already subscribed, hit the subscribe button because some exciting things are coming up in the future. Other than that, I will see you all later. Peace out.